How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah?
Really good. Yeah. Like Ryan said, it's like we've been in such overdrive, like go, go, go.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I just did a little like, kind of like a mini tour type thing where I have a...
Grab a seat.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. Yeah, I saw you did some stuff in New York.
Yeah, I did a Seattle, New York, and San Francisco. I have a text number where I can like send out mass text to people that sign up for it, and
Which is definitely your real number.
no,
And it's your only number.
yes.
It's his real number. It's his only number.
It's on my Instagram. No, but it was really cool. I just played those.
It's a deep couch. Sorry, I'm just throwing me. I'm like, oh god, all right. You played the first. Okay.
Yeah. I played some of the songs for people, just like super low key, and I don't know. I think part of this, the fun of this, is that because it's independent, I can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can say, hey guys, come here, and I'm gonna play you all the songs, and I want people to feel invested and like they're a part of this team and like we're doing this together, because I can't do it without them. It's true.
It's true. It's a cliche, but it's also very true. And you guys, as Why Don't We, were always so tight with your fans.
Yeah.
And you've continued that masterfully, and not for any other reason than it's just authentic, and you want them to be a part of the process, like you said. What's something that, this is the first time most of your audience has heard you on your own, front and forward.
Yeah.
What's something that you want them to know about you going into this project?
I think that I'm just like them. I'm just like a normal dude.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I think that when, like, at least when I was young, I would look at singers and people that I liked, like these gods and these big, huge personalities, and we were a little bit trained like that, like at the beginning of Why Don't We, of like, you have to have the star power and all this stuff, and I just want to cut all that shit out, and I mean, I've dealt with so much crazy mental health shit in the last couple of years of like coming out of that world and figuring out just who I am and trying to find community and creativity, and also just like identity is like, I don't know, it hasn't been easy, and I know what it's like to go through shit, for sure.
Mental health is the easiest thing to say, but the hardest thing to actually put into practice.
Yeah.
Something I struggle with on my show, and my co-host over here, Jordan, and Trace, we all work on it actively too.
Mm-hmm.
What's something that you found helps you when you need to just clear your mind, your head, step away from even the music for a second, because it's a passion, but it's also work?
Yeah. I mean, on a very simple level, just connection and calling someone who you haven't talked to in a while, who you're not really sure if they're your friend still, but maybe, and like just saying hi and catching up with somebody can really help. I think that the big lie is like isolation, and like I'll be better off if I'm just by myself, and I was in that mode for a while, and I think snapping out of that and starting to just reach out to people again was really good. And then also, like, at one point, Jason and I just like shoved off and went to spring training because we're both baseball fans.
Yeah.
And we just like waited for baseball players and got autographs like we were 12. And like, I think just finding something that brings you back to your childhood, or like something just out of your general
You can step away from
it that you do. Like,
I mean,
can really help.
I talk about this with a lot of musicians, and it's just even for us, like, we're around music so much, and it is our passion, and it does help, and music does heal.
Yes.
But also when it is your day in, day out job, it's hard, because like, okay, how do I even get in a car and go somewhere when it's not even my own music, when I'm hearing music going, oh, what they did there, and then you're working again.
It's all encompassing, man. It's pretty crazy.
Baseball, I like that. Spring training.
Baseball is my thing. The Minnesota Twins, but since I've been in LA, I've come to like the Dodgers.
Come around.
Yeah.
Who do you hate? Not hate, but who you want to see lose a lot?
The Yankees.
I'm a Mets guy, so that works for me. Yes.
Okay.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's great. This body of work, this mixtape, 5 songs in total.
Mm-hmm.
What's a word you would use to describe the project?
I I would say this is just the beginning. The beginning.
Beginning.
The word.
Yeah.
I would say that. I would say you asked for one word, but
no, you're good. You can explain it. You look good, by the way. You look healthy. You look excited about this.
I definitely am.
Yeah.
I think it's diverse. I think that it doesn't all sound the same.
Yeah.
I think that we're gonna have certain types of people like one song and certain types of people like a completely different song. It's not gonna be like. It's that we definitely don't struggle with all of this stuff sounding similar.
Well, and Twisted Lullaby too. I mean, that obviously is a song that kicks off.
Yeah.
Jonah.
Yeah.
And it tells a story. What song outside of that one? Because that one, that's the easy answer. But what song do you think you connect with personally right now? The guy sitting on this couch with the most right now.
I think Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
That one's just like wholesome. It reminds me of my hometown because I reference my hometown in it. And I don't know, this is super corny, but I feel like that's what it'll feel like when I meet my wife. Like that song is. So if you listen to the lyrics with that little filter on it, it's...
What the cameras can't see is one of my co-hosts from another project, Dia, just went, oh, my heart. Like, I don't believe in love anymore, but I love that for you. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, actually, I am a hopeless romantic, and I have that same...
Very much
like,
so.
I want that Ted Mosby moment, man.
Yeah,
I want to... You get it.
My favorite show
From across the bar, man. I want to meet my wife that way.
Yes.
Not on Raya.
No. Although I am on Raya.
Same. I'll change my profile song to that song. Okay, there you go.
Perfect.
Let's just, man, we've gotten deep. We've listened to the tracks. We've learned, thank you for letting us first and foremost be a part of like the very end of this process.
Of course.
That's so cool.
Well, and in a way, this is just the very beginning as well.
It really is.
This is day one, and I think I don't take it for granted that you guys are here, obviously, all the way from Chicago.
Yeah.
It means the world to me. And
thanks, man.
Just like, this is fun. This is going to be a good...
This is what it's about, man. Being able to share your art in mass and big shows and big arenas and intimate settings and with fans and with just music friends and just people that don't know anything about music. That's why you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
What is... we'll end on this. Just because, it's been a minute outside of that little quick stint that you gotten to be on a proper stage and play your music. What's like the perfect show for you? What's like the perfect size, type of room? Because, with Why Don't We, you guys played literally everything you could have, right? From arenas to outsides to fests. So where do you feel the most comfortable as a performer and a musician?
I like the big shows.
They're fun, man.
It's so fun.
There's nothing wrong saying that either.
Yeah.
There's an energy that comes with it.
It really is, and it's addicting. That high that you get. But I really love the one-on-one with fans and the meet and greet stuff, and really like getting to know people and hearing their stories and stuff as well. So that's my favorite part of shows too. Is just
because you said the big show though.
Yeah.
Is there any, you see Timberlake strapped to, the top of, this moving LED screen right now.
Yeah.
You see people doing crazy stuff. Beyonce's on a sequined horse, diamond horse. Is there any, stage production thing to you that you're like, when the budget makes sense, I want to do that?
Oh, I haven't even been thinking in that.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Yes, please.
It's called a toaster. It's when you pop out of the stage.
Okay.
This is a real thing.
Yes, I've seen those.
NSYNC did it.
Yes.
I'm introducing this for two reasons. One, because I think you can crush it.
Yeah.
But two, because we're friends now, and I've always wanted to try it.
Yeah.
Help me, help you, help me.
Yes.
To this dream that I'm now attaching myself to.
100%.
Okay, dude.
And when this gets to a level where we can afford toasters, you are my first call.
Dude, Jonah, dude, I appreciate it, man.
Dude,
thank
you for being here.
This has been amazing, seriously.
I appreciate it.
I know there's only two people in the room that aren't holding cameras, but yes.
Thank you, guys.
I'm joined by Dia, who
hello.
is my co-host on Spout, and she does a lot of our interviews as well. But this is a unique one, right? So we got to go into the studio, Ryan Lewis's studio, which he is using the space that originally was used by the Beastie Boys back in the 90s.
So cool. very cool moment. It's called G-Sun Studios. But Ryan Lewis, who's worked with everyone from Macklemore to Kesha to The Greatest Showman and several others, he casually has a Grammy sitting in the studio.
Yes.
Now working with Jonah Marais on this new project, this mixtape that just came out. And it was just a very cool experience. So Tamara, I want you to run back real fast what it was like for you, and then we can kind of banter because you were sitting in on this whole experience that, when I interviewed Jonah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was incredible just being in that space that held so much history. So just off the jump, I was like, oh my gosh, this studio is so cool. And then obviously having Ryan Lewis there, who, he truly is like such a legend in the music industry. And like you just mentioned, we got to see a Grammy just kind of casually sitting. Like I literally walked over and I was like, can I take a picture of the Grammy? Because, we work in music, but very, very few times do we get to just, get to pick up a Grammy. So that was pretty fun. And then obviously, just getting to listen to Jonah Marais' music on the heels of leaving Why Don't We? And now he's on his solo venture, and we got to listen to some of the songs before they even dropped. So really special moment, such a special talent in Jonah, really excited for him. And it was, again, normally I'm in front of the camera, so it was fun to stand behind it and watch Erik do his thing. Just a really cool overall experience. Did you enjoy it as well, Erik?
I did. I kind of felt like Mom was watching a little bit.
I got called Grandma and Mom all in the same day. I am never wearing this outfit again.
First of all, it has nothing to do with your outfit or your age or your experience is what we'll go with. No, Tamara and I, the quick story for anyone that doesn't know, we got hired together to host a show on MTV that lasted for 9 seconds. And quickly when the show launched, we took different production routes on the show. So we were rarely working together. We would see each other every day, but we never worked in the same space. Which was always kind of a bummer for us. That's why Spout is fun. But yeah, to say that you probably have not seen me do interviews in person a lot would be very fair. So, and for me to say I have not had Tamara Dia over my shoulder saying, why'd you ask that question? Why didn't you ask this question? Would also be very fair.
I didn't. I would never do that.
No, you would do it after. You would wait until the
That's
camera
true.
stopped. Yes. No, it was a cool experience, right? So it was Jonah Marais, his whole new team, which is Ryan Lewis, Jason Koenig, who is also a Macklemore OG. He's a video director. He's worked with everyone from Camila Cabello to Cardi B to most of Ed Sheeran's modern music videos. Yeah, no big deal there. And then our mutual friend Sherry, who's now officially Jonah's manager, and it's kind of the dream team. It was cool because they are operating as a professional, full function team, but it's also kind of got that grassroots feel to it a little bit. They've all done it. They've literally, like you said, they've won Grammys. They've been on major stages, and Jonah, Why Don't We? They were a massive success, but to see it kind of all come back to zero was kind of a cool feeling. And for me, Tam, you recently visited my studio here. It had a similar feeling in that capacity. We've all done the big label, big brand, work with big teams of 50 more people, but to do something professionally, but also just like with people you like and just like a very tight-knit community, that was cool. And what was really, really radiant to me, and I know to you and a couple of the other guys in our studio right now, was just how excited, genuinely excited, Jonah was to not only put out music, but to be doing something where he's not being told what to do. He's getting kind of the chance to be himself and grow together with his audience. That was one of the questions I had for him too. Why Don't We? It was so connected to his their fan base, something he's maintained through this whole situation of leaving the band and then having to wait before they could put out some music and now putting out music, but getting the chance to address the split of the band and his identity crisis and the idea that he never felt like the front man or like people really heard him sing, literally in Twisted Lullaby, which was the first single. To be able to see him speak on that and go, oh, this isn't just a song that you wrote with like some feeling. This is therapy for you.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think the beauty of being an artist is being able to kind of work through your insecurities through your songwriting and through your music. And for his first release to be Twisted Lullaby, and for him to kind of head on directly attack these feelings that he had of not feeling good enough or not feeling like he was an integral part of the band, even though he supremely was. I just think it's really important. And like you said, probably essentially therapeutic for him to tackle these thoughts that, we all have those imposter syndrome thoughts, especially us in the line of work that we do. So to see someone who was on such huge stages, to win huge awards, and to kind of come back to zero, as you mentioned, as a solo artist, while tackling these thoughts and these ideas, it was just really kind of endearing,
Yeah. Jonah's new mixtape, 5 songs. I want to be careful. It's not an EP. It's not an album. It's a project, and he's a lot more new stuff on the way. 5 songs in total. My favorite song off of the entire thing is called Red Light. They literally finished it the day that we were in the studio with them. Yeah. That was a cool moment. I know we call them walk and talks or running guns in our industry, but Tamara and I have gotten the chance to do a lot of on-site studio visits or see artists. Rarely are you allowed a level of access that we were there. Which is just, hey, we're finishing right now. We're part of the creative project. You guys cool? All right, awesome. Sit down, enjoy it. That was a really cool moment for both of us.
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, not even because we were in that space, listening to it immediately, I was like, oh, this is your hit. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those songs immediately you connect, you start bopping to. So yeah, really, really cool moment. And, again, thanks to them for being so open and sharing their art with us. That was such a cool perspective for us to have as someone who usually interviews people on the other side of those projects. So to be there for before it even drops is really cool.
Yeah, the whole team's awesome. I mean, Jason Koenig came out and grabbed quick drinks with us after and just told stories that like you would not believe. And I'm not going to out those because even though we didn't sign an NDA, we want to be respectful. But it was just like, wow, this is so cool that just like this guy that's been here for all of these experiences is just chilling and just talking. And then Ryan Lewis, who we both know very well, but I've never talked to him in that kind of a capacity. To see him be so excited about a project. No one's paying him to do this. He chose Jonah. He chose this situation and said, no, this kid's got something. Let me work with him. That was cool to kind of see that mentorship relationship in real time as well. Because obviously Ryan Lewis knows a thing or two about going number 1 and winning some awards.
Yeah, I think Jonah is definitely in good hands, and it's really cool to watch him, start this new journey on his own. So yeah, excited to see, where this journey takes him. I think he's got a far, long, beautiful road ahead of him.
Yeah, he is on tour beginning soon. I think it's in 2 weeks officially when it kicks off. We're going to be following him the whole long journey. He is a dear friend of the Spout family. Again, shout out to his manager, Sherry. I know she's already embarrassed enough when she gets called out all the time. So
we love you, Sherry.
But we love Sherry so much. Jonah Marais' 5-song mixtape is out now. A tour is happening. Follow along on his journey and follow along on Spout too, because we have some more exclusive fun content with him on the way. That's it. That's the podcast. That's all.
Quick and easy.
If only you knew how much tech help went into just trying to make this happen.
Oh my God. Well, usually, for anyone that knows us at all, they will know that Erik is not the one that needs the help with the tech. It is Tamara, no
Tamara's
tech.
teaching me how to use recording softwares. She told me how to plug in this mic. I'm learning things every day.
I have a lot of talents. Being tech savvy is not one of them, unfortunately. So
you're
Erik is teaching me every day. I'm learning something new.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Erik.
He was forced to say. All right, we'll see you later. Bye, Tam.
All right, bye.